Welcome to Finish My Sentence. Today we are talking about movies from our childhood that made us feel as failures as adults.
Hey, I want to talk about adventures in babysitting.
Oh, boy.
Nothing could have been further from the truth. Remember we watched Adventures in Babysitting?
Have you been to New York?
I have never been to New York. But here I'm thinking, looking forward to babysitting. Mm-hmm. What's going to happen?
Yep.
Oh, I mean, I believe
the kids are on your side.
You were getting
no matter
along.
what happens.
You get
They're
to go
cute.
into like a bar and sing the blues.
You have no money.
Yeah, but still adventures.
And if you're a little girl that's kind of bossy, you can just wear a cute little Vikings hat and somehow you get away with it. That's not true.
And you get paid. No.
Everybody gets home, everybody's safe. That sounds awful.
No.
Mm-mm.
When I babysat for the first time, I remember just waiting for an adventure to happen. Nothing. The kids fell asleep.
I didn't go anywhere, and all of my babysitting was probably a failure. I remember the dad coming home and right away walking in the door and being like, "Every light in the house is on!"
Oh, that
and
sounds like our dad.
That's the fun. I got to experience it with our dad, and then some other dad that I barely knew.
Maybe that's just like a dad line.
Yeah, I think it is.
They just walk in, every light in this house is on.
It was a big house, to be fair.
Okay, so another movie
scary house
that I know you're very passionate about.
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Yep. First of all, I kind of thought the kid was a brat. That's
Macaulay Culkin.
Okay.
I would have left him home alone on purpose.
Okay, first of all, his parents go on a trip to Paris. Okay, I'm looking forward to adulthood. I'm going to take my family on extravagant trips.
Oh, yeah.
How am I going to afford
what should
taking
we
my
do
whole
for
family
Christmas?
to Paris? I know.
Let's go to Paris.
I'm an engineer technician. We're not going to Paris. We're lucky if we go to Valley Fair.
Oh, yeah, and how about this, like, who's missing?
I have an important enough job to be able to afford to take my kids to Paris, whatever that job is, but I can't use my fingers to count
keep track of
my
your own
children.
flesh and blood.
And then it happens over and over again, and the kid has already managed to ward off two grown men bad guys using things like cans
duct tape,
of paint,
screwdrivers.
The kid should have after the first time he should have emancipated himself and just gone out and been his own grown-up and eventually raised his own family.
Exactly.
Because he already survived that much
He
in
was
the safety
very
of his home.
capable.
Yeah.
Very capable. Yeah.
Not realistic about grown-ups at all. Not realistic about kids either, I guess.
I want to talk about Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
You liked that one.
I watched that movie.
I watched that while babysitting.
I was just going to say.
Badly.
Because our next door neighbors had a VCR, which those were like brand new. And I remember offering to babysit just so I could watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off over and over that one summer. Back in the summer of '89. I remember watching that over and over. And like, so you stay home from school one day, and like this never happened to me. I never got like a kidney donation, or like they were saying he needed a liver. Never got to go to a cool car. Never got to tour a museum. Never had like an expensive lunch. Never
had a ridiculously good-looking boyfriend. Remember his girlfriend?
Yeah, she was a model.
Sloan Deer.
How old was he supposed to be?
I know, that was the other thing. I think it was supposed to be his senior year, wasn't it?
Was it? You know what? And here's the other thing. I just have to confess, I did have a little bit of a crush on Matthew Broderick.
Really?
And
so did like every other girl.
And so now when I see him in real life, I'm disappointed.
You're like,
you let yourself go, Matthew.
You had your chance, Matthew.
You see this?
I would have stayed home from school for you.
Yeah. So, you know what else? The Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
they never even had breakfast. They never did.
Mom.
There was no food involved. There was nothing.
And also, the one time that I got detention at Christian school in Friedenberg, Minnesota, we didn't get to hang out in a room with a bunch of kids from different social classes. We chopped and stacked wood.
That's
detention, northern Minnesota style.
Because detention, like in this movie, it like broke down the
social barriers.
Yeah,
and haircut styles.
The creeps were friends with, I don't know,
the smokers,
whatever. The beauty queen.
They had good music though.
They did.
They
have
gave you
good
hope.
Music. Don't you forget about me.
It was a coming of age movie. Annie. Dad brought us to Annie when we were little.
We saw Annie. Yeah.
I wanted to be an orphan
so bad.
And I'm sure that I told our parents that.
Oh, you did? Don't you remember? You did. Remember we were playing in our rooms after we saw Annie, and we were actually getting along, and Mom came in and said, "Oh, what are you girls doing in here?" And you said,
"Playing orphan."
And
yeah, you guys are dead.
Both our parents are dead. And she was like, "Oh, okay. Well, continue on."
I'm gonna go drink some coffee and smoke some cigarettes and call my friends and talk about you guys.
Talk about how cute my girls are, wishing that I was dead. Yeah. And okay,
so you'd be able to like, man, you were wearing ugly rags, but you had a group of friends, forced friendship.
A posse.
Got
along, did chores together.
Randomly break into organized song and dance. Yeah. And one lady to keep track of you who just took a lot of baths.
Yeah, and she... Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's fine. She was leaving you alone.
If I had like 15 girls, you know.
Yeah, and then there's always the promise of a nice locket that maybe at the end you get a nice locket.
That was never resolved.
And you could have bad hair and still get adopted.
Do you remember the perm I got?
Because
of Annie. Do you remember?
I do.
Oh, it was so awful. It was so bad.
A real mother or even like an orphan mother, a foster mother should have stopped you from that.
Orphan
Mom's
mother?
not here.
An orphan mother?
Foster mother.
Should have stopped it.
A house mother should have. Any of our friends' mothers maybe even should have stopped that.
I think it was free. I think it was like a free experimental thing. Yeah.
Some things you should pay for.
For sure. But my personal favorite, the top one, Back to the Future.
Yeah.
I loved that one. Marty McFly.
Well, because there's always the chance of time travel.
Well, I mean, one can dream.
Change things.
Yeah, one
and then
can
suddenly
dream.
you're not born into the family that you thought you were born into.
Yeah. You find out, oh, this is all. You can go back in time.
You did talk about that a lot.
Just change a couple things. I did. I did ask Mom if I was adopted, and she said, "You wish." Remember that?
Yeah.
But like, if you could go back in time and just change one thing, and then the butterfly effect, and then turns out, oh, you're actually super popular and rich.
There's that.
Ruined adulthood for me.
Yeah.
Ruined everything.
I thought the car was cool, and I thought it'd be cool to have some weird older scientist friend.
Doc.
Yeah. They don't even know how come he was friends with that guy? He could have not been a safe person.
Did that happen? I don't.
They didn't explain that. There's
Did
questions.
you see all three?
I think so. I really only remember the first though. That like has a place in my heart.
Oh,
the car white, and the clock tower.
Such a great movie.
Architecturally stunning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's one more. This is I can't remember. Is this the 25th anniversary of
Princess Bride?
The Princess.
That's actually
Bride.
still one of my favorite movies.
That's
Only
good.
It was the era, was the time.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she was blonde, and I'm not a blonde. I couldn't fully identify.
You still have a thing against blondes.
I don't have a thing. I have lots of blonde friends that I allow into my life.
This is another show.
This is a whole other show.
But
Barbie.
What was it that you liked about The Princess Bride?
Well,
or you didn't like?
I liked the lingo. I liked the weird little short guy when he's doing the head games. Inconceivable. He looked like our friends. He looked like Tina Hogan's dad. Our friend's dad reminded me of him.
He did.
He was a funny little man. Both of them. Both characters. But, and the clothing, the whole, like, the fact that it's a fairy tale, but then you have the guy from the Wonder Years and the grandpa telling the story.
Aww.
But what I don't like about that movie, if I may...
I wish you would.
Say you're a young lady and you're trying to pick up on some romance tips, and so the best way to do that is by watching movies.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Apparently the message, is that you can be mean to a boy repeatedly.
She was awful. She was awful.
I know. Slave boy. What did you... No.
Fetch me that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. She would Buttercup. She was just full of herself.
Princess Putterbutt.
Yeah.
And you can just do that. Even like he rolls down a hill for her.
Yeah.
Still vowing as you wish. Like vowing his devotion. You can't be mean to people, and they're not going to be in love with you. That's horrible.
That's like codependency and
well, maybe like one time it happens, but that's not healthy. You don't want that. No, you don't go looking for that.
No.
No.
But of course, there's
today it ends.
Almost like every wedding I went to in the 90s. Every single one. No, like the person officiating always would start off with marriage. I mean, that's funny. Like the first 15 times.
A couple teachers might have done that.
Although most of the people who got married now maybe are on their second marriage.
Oh,
so just
maybe
our
took some of the dating advice from the movie.
Maybe that's what did it. But so the great thing about Finish My Sentence is that we start the conversation. You get to finish it. What are some movies that you remember that ruined adulthood for you? We want to know. Comment below.
Congratulations! You made it to the end, which means you have more time to hang out with us.
So subscribe to our channel over here, somewhere in this neighborhood, and then watch more videos.
And we're best friends now. Best friends.